What's up, y'all? It's your boy, and I'm back, and I'm better than ever. So today, since Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee came out, I was thinking, maybe I'll just find a video to react to about Pokemon. The top 10 dopest Pokemon battles from the anime. Now, hopefully in this list is not including XYZ. What's this another sorry one? Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. I don't like those. With me was first season of Pokemon all the way to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. After Diamond and Pearl, I lost me. But who don't love the old Pokemon? Let's get into the video.
The Pokemon anime has been going on for a long time, but we still remember the OG seasons, which had some of the best battles in the entire series. Sure, the animation has gotten better and the variety of Pokemon and attacks have increased since then, but we still dig Gen 1, specifically these battles that showed Ash had what it takes to become a Pokemon master. But before we get into our favorite battles from the early days of the Pokemon anime, don't forget to subscribe to CBR, and be sure to ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss any of our Pokemon videos. Ash versus Richie.
Oh wow,
we have Ash's epic and somewhat heartbreaking battle against Richie, a character
dude,
who was
look
in many
just
ways
like
a mirror image of Ash. The
and he had a
met in the
Pikachu.
previous episode, quickly becoming friends after fighting
hey,
together against Team Rocket, a fight we'll get to later on, and learning that they're both passionate Pokemon trainers with Pikachus as best friends. Unfortunately, after getting along so well, it was revealed that they'd be pitted against each other in the next match at the Indigo Plateau Pokemon Championship, a match that would test their skills as trainers and the strength of their newfound friendship. Even worse, Ash was almost late to his match with Richie because of another Team Rocket scheme, but he eventually made it just before he was disqualified. As for the Pokemon battle itself, the reason we chose it as one of our
literally
favorite
had the
was
same
because of how tense and epic it was. The two friends clashed against each other, Ash using his Squirtle, Pikachu, and Charizard to combat Richie's Butterfree, Charmander, and Pikachu, resulting in a fast-paced battle that Ash eventually lost due to his stubborn and rather disobedient Charizard. Still, despite Ash's loss, the battle was a fun and exciting way to round the Indigo League down to a close, making for one of the best battles in the season. Ash versus Blaine. A big reoccurring story element in Pokemon is Ash losing his first battle against the gym leader, which was the case with his venture for the Volcanic Badge at the Cinnabar Gym. In his first match with the gym leader Blaine, Ash has to forfeit for Pikachu's safety, and after some time in the hot springs of Cinnabar Island and foiling yet another Team Rocket plan, Ash gets the chance at a rematch, winning the Volcanic Badge the second time around. This rematch was a one-on-one Pokemon battle where Ash challenged Blaine's Magmar with his Charizard, who still had trouble taking.
It sure did. Oh man, y'all ass be killing me.
Orders by this point. Oh, and did we mention this took place at the summit of a volcano? Yeah, Blaine doesn't mess around. The match was one of the most intense Pokemon battles of all time, starting with flamethrower attacks from both sides, followed by a series of attacks that landed both Pokemon in lava. Fortunately, they recover and continue their brawl, which ends when Charizard finishes Magmar with a powerful seismic toss. It was a very cinematic battle that gave Ash the hope for his relationship with his Charizard. Hope that quite literally went up in flames when his Charizard hit him with a defiant flamethrower. Regardless, this fired-up Fire-type Pokemon battle made for an awesome episode that many quote as their favorite from the Indigo League. Ash versus Gary. Let's just say this up front, Ash's long-standing rival Gary is a spoiled little snot who should have his Pokemon taken away from him. But that being said, his battles with Ash throughout the years are still some of the best fights the series has to offer. One of the best came from the Indigo League when the two finally squared off after 100 episodes of intense rivalry. The very first time these characters battled was in the final episode of Gen 1, the Rivalry Revival, which also served as the transition into the Johto League. It seems crazy that it took so long for these two rivals to finally clash, but in retrospect, it was worth the wait for such an epic, explosive battle. The two agreed to a one-on-one battle between Ash's Pikachu and Gary's Eevee, leading to an exciting duel. The battle started with Eevee blocking Pikachu's quick attack.
That's where they got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. Dog, I learned something every day.
With no damage dealt to itself, this fast-paced stalemate continued for most of the battle, as Pikachu's Thunderbolt, Agility, and Thunder are all countered by Eevee's impressive strength, and in the end, Eevee won with a powerful Skull Bash attack that stunned Pikachu and left him down for the count. Though it was disappointing to see Ash lose in his first battle with Gary, it was a fantastic and exciting sight to behold. Ash versus Lieutenant Surge. Like we mentioned earlier, Ash doesn't have the best luck when it comes to gym
don't.
battles, often losing or having his match interrupted the first time around. This was true of Ash's first 2 Indigo League gym battles, and the same thing happened in his fight for the Thunder Badge. Ash's first battle against gym leader Lieutenant Surge didn't go so well, as he was defeated pretty quickly, and he got his rematch in the end, one that was incredibly exciting, as Ash's Pikachu faced off against Surge's Raichu. These kinds of matches where 2 similar Pokemon, Pokemon and its evolved form face off, always end up being awesome spectacles, and this battle was no different. Though Ash lost his first match due to Surge's strategy and Raichu's heavy attacks, he was much more prepared in the second round, helping Pikachu dodge every attack with his quick agility. Angered at how fast Pikachu is when using an attack that it can only learn before it evolves, Surge orders Raichu to use Thunderbolt, and boy does it bring the thunder, creating an electrical attack that destroys the windows of the gym. The fight continues to rage on, both sides putting up an incredible fight, but Ash eventually comes out on top as Pikachu knocked out Raichu with an electrical slamming attack.
I didn't like
Brock. Misty had made fun of Ash
for
his first 2 Indigo League badges being pity badges, and for the most part, she'd be right, since Ash failed not once but twice to defeat Brock at the Pewter City Gym, though Brock eventually gave him the Boulder Badge for his kindness to Pokemon. Though this was sort of a cop-out, with 2 epic fights between Ash and Brock. After his first loss against Brock, Ash sort of cheats his way into charging up Pikachu's power by using a water generator.
But it's still dumb, like how
Ash challenges Brock to a rematch.
Our Thunder type
battle with his
Pidgeotto
Pidgeotto against Brock's Geodude, which quickly ends in a defeat for the flying Pokemon. Ash sends out his Pikachu quickly after, which uses its supercharged power to take Geodude out with a single hit. Brock then sends out his Onix, leading to an awesome battle where Pikachu learns and uses Thunderbolt for the first time, a move that was almost enough to finish off Brock. The battle was eventually called off by both Ash and Brock, who didn't want to see their Pokemon get hurt any longer. It was a bit of a disappointment, but the battle was still fun to watch, both because it was exciting and because it was the first appearance of Brock. Ash versus Misty. Like Ash's first battle against Brock, the trainer's first battle against Misty was just as awesome and memorable. Though the 2 had been traveling for quite some time, they didn't have a proper battle until the 7th episode of the original anime series, when the 2 came upon Misty's family gym in Cerulean City. After her sisters were all too happy to offer Ash the Cascade Badge without a Pokemon battle, Misty stepped in to ensure that he earned the badge with a proper match, though the fight was eventually interrupted by a Team Rocket scheme, because of course it would be. The parts we got to see were pretty cool. Misty used her Starmie and Staryu against Ash's Butterfree and Pidgeotto, resulting in a battle of sea versus air. Butterfree's powder-based attacks didn't stand a chance against Starmie, which could wash off the effects in its water territory, but Ash turned the battle around with Pidgeotto's Gust and Whirlwind attacks, which sent Misty Staryu flying. Ash was geared up to win the Cerulean Gym battle, were it not for Team Rocket's interruption. Though Ash and Misty never finished their match, Ash was awarded the Cascade Badge for his efforts to protect the Cerulean Gym, and what we saw in the battle was some of the best action of the anime's early seasons.
Ash versus Drake.
Ash versus Drake. Before his match with Gary, Ash had another fantastic battle in the Orange Island League. His fight against Drake in the episode Hello Pomelo and Enter the Dragonite.
I didn't like
it. The few battles that spanned across 2 episodes were also one of the series' best, showing both Ash and Drake's skill as Pokemon trainers. The match
he did have a Dragonite.
Drake's Ditto.
And he had a
Ditto. Into a Pikachu to give Ash a run for his money. However, Ash's Pikachu managed to win the
this
first
dude
round,
who had a Dragonite.
In better shape, and because he wasn't a pale imitation. Drake followed up Ditto with an Onix.
Look at him, Squirtle.
Opponent against Ash's Squirtle. But with moves like Withdraw and Hydro Pump, Ash stood victorious once again. Later on, Ash sent out his Lapras to fight against Drake's Gengar. Their clashing Water Gun and Nightshade attacks causing a massive explosion in the gym that marked the end of the battle's first episode. Ash and Drake continue to battle their Pokemon against each other, with the final showdown coming to Pikachu versus Dragonite, who was exhausted from his brawls with Ash's previous Pokemon. Taking advantage of his weak state, Pikachu was able to dodge Dragonite's Hyper Beam, finishing off his fight with a Thunder attack, giving Ash the victory. Ash and Richie versus Team Rocket.
That don't count as a
Before
battle.
Ash and Richie were pitted against each other in the Indigo League, they met and became friends in a trial by fire of sorts when they and both of their Pikachus
that don't count as a battle.
Team Rocket and their scheme.
They always fight.
Schemes. During a camp out, both Ash and Richie were kidnapped by Team Rocket, who had also stolen
Team Rocket been on every season.
The 2 managed to get themselves out of Team Rocket's clutches, leading to a
Team
battle
Rocket and Ash been on every
trainers.
season.
In the battle, Ash and Richie used their Pikachus against Jesse's Arbok, the entire thing taking place inside Team Rocket's van, making for an interesting and exciting enclosed space fight that showcased Ash and Richie's training skills. The 2 managed to defeat Team Rocket with their Pikachus, both using agility
that don't count as a battle.
Before following it up with the dual Thunderbolts that blew
out
out the
just
van.
count them as whooping their ass.
With the help of Butterfree and Pidgeotto, who both used Gust to get their trainers to safety, as all the trainers who had their Pokemon stolen came to reclaim their Pokeballs. The entire ordeal ended up being on Ash's most heroic moments, and it was a whole lot of fun to see him team up with his doppelganger Richie for a short but explosive battle. Battle at Fuchsia Gym. If it's not Ash losing his first try that ruins his gym battles, it's usually Team Rocket coming in to interrupt his match with the gym leader. This is exactly what happened in the episode The Ninja Polka Showdown, in which Ash's battle at the Fuchsia Gym.
I remember that gym
on the hands of Jesse and James. This battle is perhaps one of the most untraditional and strangest matches in the original series, since it starts with Ash and company being held hostage by gym leader Koga, who said they would have to battle for their freedom. So the battle commences with Ash sending out his Pidgeotto against Koga's Venonat, which evolved into Venomon at the start of the fight. Venonat quickly knocked Pidgeotto out with Sleep Powder, prompting Ash to send out Charmander. The fight is then interrupted by Team Rocket, who are defeated by the combined efforts of Ash, Misty, and Koga. The battle is tough, but Ash and company are luckily saved by Psyduck's accidental psychic attack.
But the ones on the game,
once again, Koga and Ash
continue their fight. Game Boy and the DS, especially the Game Boy. That poison, boy. Don't get me started about that poison. Them poison Pokemon. You poison and get battle. Okay, say you get poisoned in battle, but you beat the person you battle. So once you start walking, you just get a your screen shaking. Your Pokemon die from poison. Well, faint. But still, it's like, God almighty. So you gotta go back to the Pokemon, saying, oh, you gotta revive them. I'm like, God. Boy, but that was a good time.
Which ends with Charmander finishing off Koga's Soul Badge with a Fire Spin attack, defeating the gym leader and earning himself the Soul Badge. We love this battle both because the gym match itself was cool and because of the hilarity of Team Rocket's failed antics. Ash versus Jeanette. Though it might not be the most well-known of Ash's battles in the early anime seasons, our final entry is still one of the series' most interesting. The battle we're talking about is his match against Jeanette Fisher at the Indigo Plateau. The battle started with
when I was little, I was
against his opponent's Beedrill. Ash's Bulbasaur, strong from an entire season's worth of training, was able to easily defeat Jeanette's Beedrill, as well as her second Pokemon Scyther, which met its defeat at the hand of Bulbasaur's Vine Whip attack. These initial rounds were fast-paced and action-packed, but the final showdown is where things became very, very interesting. When Jeanette sent out her Bellsprout, Ash laughed at the frail-looking Pokemon. Quick work of Bulbasaur, leaving Ash to send out Pikachu, which also fell to the deceptively strong Pokemon. Finally, Ash sent out his last resort, Muck, leading to what had to be the funniest Pokemon duel of all time, since it basically depicted a pile of goop fighting a wispy flower. However, Muck ends up being the Pokemon to win Ash the battle, since it was able to absorb all of Bellsprout's attacks and counter them with its smelly, heavy body slam. It was a fun way to end a very exciting battle, and for that reason, it makes our list. So what do you think? Were these Ash's greatest battles in the early seasons of Pokemon? Did we leave any of your...
Let's see if another battle. Man, there been so many of them. Nah. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Pokemon Advanced Battle and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl had one of the best battles. When Ash fought, what's old dude's name? The gym leader with all them metal rock Pokemon. I forgot who he was. And I didn't like Ash's rival. What was his name? Dude with the gray hair. I didn't like him. I think, was it? I forgot his name. But if y'all know the battle, just let me know. But as of this, I'm done with y'all. The video over. But if you like the video, comment down below what you think about it. You know, check out my Instagram, check out my Snapchat, and you know, check out some more reactions I got. I got a bunch of anime. You know, I'll stay with the anime. And, you know, check out my story times about when I first watched anime. And the first time I watched Dragon Ball Z. And what's another one? Oh, and what was it? Was it Attack on Titan? My first time watching Attack on Titan. Well, hey, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.